Ay, ay, ay.
Alicia, get off my back. Alicia, Alicia.
I've been contemplating on making a video like this for a while. Because in my Airbnb, in both of my Airbnbs in Colombia, um, there were signs throughout the hallway, like literally, especially my last Airbnb, like every hallway. I think I was on the third floor. Like when you first entered my Airbnb, on every hallway staircase, literally there were signs about things you should not do in Colombia, right? Things that are illegal and or should be illegal in everywhere throughout the world. And the dark truth, the dark secrets about some of these quote unquote passport bros is they're engaging in acts. I can't even explain it. Let's watch this video real quick.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Keep your hand on the floor. Keep your fuzzy hand on the floor.
Surrendering.
You're being arrested for a child exploration by the police of here. Okay? That's it. That's it.
All right, let's translate this real quick. A North American man has been arrested in Sao Paulo, accused of in Rio de Janeiro. Floyd Wallace, 30, was located in the Liberty neighborhood by officers from the Department of with support from the civil police. The investigation began in early December after an app driver reported a user used a false name to request in one of the situations reported that they would meet according to the transport company. The suspect used various accounts with fake or third-party names. He was arrested after police identified him to be in planning to against the foreigner an arrest warrant for the during the action electronic devices, mobile device, and a watch with a hidden camera. Telephone chips and other materials were seized. Police are continuing to investigate to identify possible others involved in new crimes. I don't have no words to describe how disgusted I am with this, right? With this news, and to be honest with you, now I think I've said this in a video or two before. Um, I was in Jumpton, right? Patio. Most people know Patio, but if you take a few turns and you go straight across this little, this little four-way intersection, you just keep going straight, right? You're going to Jumpton, right? You're going to pass all those Butele residences. Then you're going to get into the Butele residences in Jumpton, right? And if you keep that straight down, Jumpton is mostly people from, you know, from countries that start with an R, right? That's at war right now, right? That's really mostly what it is, right? But long story short, I was in Butele residence, right? There's a lot of Buteles now, and Patio and going towards Germany. I was in Butele residence 1 or 2, right? I used to always stay in these Butele residence because they was in Johnson, out of the way, kind of older buildings, right? Nothing impressive, but you know, it was all right for me at the time, right? So I stayed in this Butele residence, right? Like 1 or 2. I think it's like 4 or 5 of them, right? And there's in the back of Jumpton, right? Not in the back of Jumpton, but in the back of utility residences, there's like villas, right? So if you like utility residences, maybe 1 or 2, or I forgot how it's numbered. If you take a left, there's like a private community, a private gated community to where uh there are private houses that have pools. Like every house in that area has a pool. It's like real private. Like it's off. Listen, if you didn't know these places existed, you'd never see them because it's literally a private neighborhood that you got to go through a gate, and it's way in the back of these utility residences. Like it's like off the beaten path. Like you could be looking for this place and still get lost, right? So I was looking out my window one day, and I was looking at this guy's pool, right? Or this guy that was this villa with the pool, right? And this older gentleman was in a pool, and all I'm gonna say is, right, who who he was in the pool with looks questionable. That's all I'm gonna say. You can, I talked about this in the Thailand video before, but all I'm gonna say is, what he was in the pool with looks a little questionable, right? And I've seen some weird stuff, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's 100% has been in Thailand. But I am aware that some weird stuff goes on overseas, right? I am aware of that. It's not a secret that my Airbnb had signs on every single floor, literally on every single floor in the staircase. You've seen signs in Colombia. It's not a secret. It's not. It's not a coincidence. It's not a one-off, right? And I've seen multiple news reports from Colombian news channels, right? I've seen multiple news reports from Colombian news channels of the same thing that they're arresting this guy for happening in Colombia. I've seen it. Like I could pull him up. I could find him. I'm sure I've screenshotted it. I follow, these Colombian news channels. It's factual. I've seen multiple people being arrested or uh, boarding planes back to America. People that have crazy stuff in their baggage and luggage, these crazy toys and stuff. You're like, man, what is this toy for? What kind of weird stuff are you into? This stuff happens, guys. This stuff happens. And I'm trying not to get censored and filtered, and I'm trying to be PG-13, but this stuff happens, right? This stuff happens, and it probably happens more than what you think. And it's unfortunate, and it's sad, and it's sick, and it's disgusting, and it's absurd that people are traveling for this. It's absurd that people are traveling for this. And this is why I've said I don't necessarily consider myself a passport bro. And I've said this before. I say my great grandfather went to Germany because he said, "Oh man, I love German women. German women are submissive. German women like us." Was my granddad, a passport bro? My great granddad or my granddad that went to Germany and said, "Hey man, I love German women because they're this, that, and the third. They make great wives." Was he a passport bro? I don't really like using the term, the name passport bro, right? I don't, but whatever, I don't necessarily consider myself one, right? Because I was doing what I was doing before this name had any relevancy, before someone made it up, right? And like I've said, and as I've said in previous videos, and I'll say another, I was married to a Dominican woman way before anyone knew what a passport bro was, right? I was married to a Dominican woman way before anyone knew what a passport bro was. I'm the OG of whatever people allege that passport bros are, but a lot of these people that claim themselves to be passport bros really aren't passport bros. They really aren't genuinely looking to be in a relationship. They really aren't genuinely looking to find their wife. A lot of these guys that are going overseas, respectfully, or some of these guys that are going overseas, right, that call themselves passport bros, are doing stuff like this. I could find numerous articles, and I've said before, I could find numerous articles from Colombia. This is my first one seeing in Brazil. I could find numerous articles of people in Colombia being arrested for stuff just like this. I can find numerous articles of Americans in Colombia being arrested for stuff just like this. A lot of these guys are fake, and I'm gonna tell you what kind of guys to watch out for. Right? This is no disrespect. This is what I want to say. Not everyone that goes overseas is looking for a relationship, right? And I'm not saying everyone that goes overseas should look for a relationship. The foundational aspect and definition of a passport bro is to seek a submissive woman overseas. That's the foundation. Some people have veered off that path. Let's look at some of these comments, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is insane. This is insane, man. Why do we have to speak English here and they don't speak Portuguese here? Whatever, bro. What are you talking about? This is insane. I wanted y'all to know, man, that there's a dark side to the passport bro movement that a lot of people aren't talking about. A lot of these guys that are behind these video cameras, and recordings, and Ray-Ban matters, they're showing y'all what they want y'all to see, but some of these guys aren't really showing y'all what they really go to these countries for. And like I said, I've seen some weird stuff in Thailand myself with my own eyes, right? I've talked about this before. I've seen some weird stuff with my own eyes. But I'm glad that these news channels, right, these countries, these governments, these police forces are publicizing this ridiculousness. Because some stuff is like, it's like Ripley's Believe It or Not. If this wasn't on camera in 4K, you wouldn't believe it. I don't really have. I'm speechless. Passport bro secrets. Be aware. Be cautious. Be alert. And this is why, respectfully, I don't do a lot of hanging out with dudes, right? And I've said this before. I was in Colombia, right? And this dude was with someone that looked a little. He was like, "Hey man, we should all hang out, man. I seen your YouTube video, and no, I don't know what you into. Like I can tell by the individual that you're with that we're probably not into the same thing. Like a lot of, I don't really do a lot of hanging out with a bunch of guys, man, because you really don't know what someone's into. Imagine you in there drinking a beer with a dude, right? Pause, right? You in there hanging out with a dude, pause. You in there chit chatting with a dude you met, and the police storm in and take both of y'all because of something he did. But this passport bro movement is a very, very dark place, man. I just pray for the victims, man. I pray for those that were the victims of this heinous crime, man. Heinous, right? All I'm saying is, like, the truth can never be considered disrespect. But this is the guy, right, that was allegedly, right, arrested in Brazil. And he's with someone, you know, he's with someone that's you know, popular, right? That's all I'm saying. The truth can never be considered disrespect. Like, this isn't AI, right? This is the gentleman that was arrested, and he's with someone. That's all I'm saying. The truth can never be considered disrespect. I'm not insinuating nothing. I'm not saying one's into it, two. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying that, you know, they're obviously hanging out together. That's all I'm saying. The truth can never be considered disrespect. The truth can never be considered disrespect. And obviously, this gentleman is no saint. Obviously, he's no saint. With armed security. That's funny. Oh man. Obviously, he's no saint.
Oh, y'all gotta stop dissing these Asian Filipinos.
Hello.
Oh, y'all gotta stop dissing these Asian.
I'm not gonna lie, right? Listen, I'm not trying to veer off the beaten path, but she look a little suspect. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Look a little suspect, right? But look a little suspect. That's all I'm saying.
Hello. Can I guess?
Look a little sus. You can make your own assumptions, but it's here, man. It's here, right? You can make your own assumptions. It's here. Like, the facts can never be considered disrespect. It's here, right? I don't know, but the facts can never be considered disrespect, right? And this is why, you know, I don't suggest people be going out and finding other dudes to hang out with, right? Unless y'all into the same thing, right? Listen, the facts can be considered disrespect. It's just weird out here, man. I'm just gonna see what's going on here. Cutting his hair too, that's crazy. That's crazy work right there. Diabolical. The facts can never be considered disrespect. The facts can never be considered disrespect. Is this dude's page? I'm trying to find this dude's page. No, that's definitely the facts can never. The facts can never be considered disrespect.
Oh no. I am terrified. I don't want to do anything with any Colombian woman anymore. I am too paranoid. I mean, at this point, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Dominican women. Floyd went.
The facts can never be considered disrespect, man. The facts can never be considered disrespect. 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 This is crazy, man. This is insane. This is beyond crazy. The facts should never be considered disrespect. The facts can never be considered disrespect. The The facts can never be considered disrespect. That's all I'm saying. It's just weird. I mean, I'm just showing y'all what they've shown y'all. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just showing y'all what they showed y'all. It's just weird. It's a weird, it's weird out here, man. It's weird out here, man. That's why I don't hang out with people, brothers. This is why I do not hang out with people. You've never seen me hanging out with people. We may dap it up, you know what I'm saying? Shake hands, what's up, what's up? I'm on about my business because if we haven't laid out exactly
All my clothes can
what
be
our
still
plan
here.
is, if
I'm not
we
gonna bring it
haven't
back to the
laid out
States, but I'm not going to. For example,
exactly, if we haven't laid out, right now I met some cool guys, right? But I like to lay out exactly what the plan is. Like I don't like for there to be no surprise. Hey, I'm going to Hooters, I'm going to Easter, I'm going to this, I'm doing that. You know, I'm going to the club, I'm going to this, I'm going to that place, I'm going to this. I like my plans to be exactly laid out, so when we know what we're getting ourselves into, like there's no surprises. Judgment free zone, right? People do what they want to do, but you'll never catch me in another man's apartment, right? We talking about Brazil. Brazilians look like us, right? It's you can find someone to cut your hair in Brazil. You're not in doggone New Zealand. You're not in doggone Australia or Utah, right? You're not in doggone Wisconsin, right? You can find someone to cut your hair in Brazil because a lot of them look just like it's not hard. Listen, I'm just saying, like you can find someone to cut your hair in Brazil. I'm just showing y'all what they posted on YouTube. That's it. I'm not insinuating nothing, right? I'm just showing y'all what they posted on YouTube. That's it. Just social media, free for all, page is open. Right? It's not like Instagram, we can make your page private. I'm just showing y'all what they posted on YouTube. And this is exactly where it happened at. This is exactly where it happened at. Coincidentally enough, I'm just showing y'all what they posted on YouTube. That's it. It's path bro. I'm not even a path bro. Don't even call me a path bro. My name Chris. Keeps flying. Oh my god. Cold. This is sad. Pass up bros. We gotta take some. Y'all gotta take some L's, man.